Hey guys, let's see what's new on Better Pie menu. You will see I made a lot of changes and I hope you will like it. So first, let's call the shading pie with Z. On this one, if you put your mouse on some buttons, you will see that you can change the mode. For example, you can go to EV and cycle and workbench. If I press shift and click, I will use material cycle. Okay? If I press Control, I will use Material and EV. So like that, for example, I'm in Material EV, I want to go in rendered cycle, I just have to press Shift and click, and I will be in cycle like that. If you press Shift Z, you can use some presets here too. Okay? So that will be the same for the solid hair. So just to show you, if you put your mouse on it, click, that will activate or disable the solid mode, shift, that will activate the matte cap, control studio lighting, control shift the flat lighting, and alt the random color. So like that, if I press control, I will be in studio mode, and in the studio mode I can use the environment modal to rotate the environment like that if I want, just like that, to see as I want, etc. So if I press shift, I will go back to the matte cap, control shift, that will be the flat. So if you have some material texture, you will see the texture, so this is nice. And if you choose single, you can change the color of this, okay? So shift to go back to the matte cap. Let's hide the wireframe. And as you can see, this is pretty simple. You can switch with this between different modes, between cycle, workbench, and EV. And here, if I press Alt, I forgot to show you, you can activate this. Okay, this is fast. So let's continue. Imagine I want to add some material on this one. I will go in render add and I will press Control. So like that, I will use EV because I want to use EV rendering with ray tracing, as you can see here. So on this object, I will add a material. I will not add a preset on this one. I will add a new material. This is a basic material. On this one, I want to add a texture. I will choose my texture here. I want to add a normal map. I will choose the normal map. And I want to change the roughness. Let's enter 0.3. Okay. On this object, I want to add the frosted plastic. Let's decrease the roughness to 0.2, and that's it. Should be enough. Okay, I have those parts here. Let's use aluminum for that, or maybe silver. So let's come back and use silver, and that will give us this. Okay, so this is nice. As you can see, I have the environment modal that I can change. I can decrease the strength of this one. I can also call a light if I want to use 3-point lighting. On this point, I will press Ctrl Shift and click. And what that will do, that will create the 3-point lighting like that. Okay, so I can edit it. I can rotate it if I want, like that. And I have this sphere here. Up, just have to select it. I will move the sphere, and as you can see, the light will follow the sphere. So this is nice, and now I can edit all of this, can increase the power, maybe move this one, maybe change the size, maybe change the power, like that. As you can see, this is fast. You have full control over your object, and if I want, I can decrease the saturation on this one here. Okay. I can also add, let's see, a camera. So I will add a camera. I will have this. Okay, I can move between my camera, and I forgot that I activated, so let's select the camera. I can click here, and I activated the autofocus, and I wanted to show you the autofocus. That means you can add different type of focus object. You can pick an object. Let's pick this object, like that. You can pick a distance, like that. You can pick a distance with this, if I want to have this here. Or let's see, let's click like that. Or you can, if you want, this is new, activate the autofocus. Okay, so just to show you, I will activate the center for the composition guide, and if I move my view up, the part that will be at the center, like that, will be correct, will be focus, that will be the focus point. Oopla, like that. Okay, I need to select this object to turn around easily. So like that, up, you can just, as easy as that, up, work, oopla, I'm too fast, and have the autofocus. If I decrease, let's select the camera once again, if I decrease or increase the f-stop, 0.2 maybe, up, I will have something different. Okay? So as you can see, the autofocus is pretty nice. You can disable everything if you want. And it works also in solid mode. If you activate, let's use the options here, the depth of field. And just to show you, let's decrease it to 0.1, like that. Up. As you can see, this is clean. Up. Like that. So you have nothing to do. You don't need, I will decrease, yep. You don't need to add an empty, etc. And I forgot to show you that you can also add an empty. So let's select the camera once again. Let's disable the autofocus. On this one, if you press click, that will pick an object, and shift click, that will add an empty. I forgot to show you this. So as you can see, you can have every type of focus object. Select an object, add an empty, select a distance, pick a distance, have the autofocus, and if you want to animate it, having this empty is nice. You can, after that, change this empty to a sphere, a cone if you want, like that. It's really up to you. You can also snap it, as you can see right now, the snap is on the face, and that's it. Okay, so this is nice. I can get rid of this one, and I can reselect this one, use the autofocus. So like that, you can model your object using this if you want. That can be nice. For example, if you want to use the material render, you can model your object and still have an autofocus, etc., etc. So like I said, it's really up to you. Let's exit this. Up. Let's exit the camera. I forgot, yes. On the camera, if you have several cameras, let's exit. So I will just click here. I will want to add a new camera here. Shift A, camera. I will use this one, add camera to view. Okay. So as you can see now, I have my camera. If I press Shift, I will have this menu that will activate the other camera, like that. And on this camera, for example, I can use a preset. I can use a 1K, like that. Let's do this. Okay, let's go back. That will give me this result. Okay, so this is nice. And if I press Shift and click and select the other camera, bam, I will have different setup. I forgot to press Shift. Go back to this one, and when you will select a preset, like that, a camera, that will change the settings in here, the resolution, the format resolution. Okay, so just to show you, I will press Shift and select the other camera, and the format change, because on this camera, here, I set this resolution here. You can obviously change the resolution as you want, and set it after. Okay, so that's it for that. Let's exit. You can do this, and if I activate the other one, you can have this. Okay, so like that, you have full control over different cameras. So let's remove this one, like that. Exit and change the camera you want to use. Let's see the modifiers part. I will show the wireframe. And in the previous version, I added the toggle modifier. So if I press, let's show them all, just to show you. If I press Ctrl Shift and Q, as you can see, I will be able to toggle the modifiers of my object. Let's select all the objects here, and as you can see, that works. Like that, like that. One thing I just added is that if you disable some modifiers and you toggle, as you can see, those modifiers will not be active. Okay, so like that, if I disable this, if I go back, same for this, it will remember all the modifiers that are hidden, inactive to be exact, like that. And when you will activate them, it will remember too, like that. You can change the shortcuts of this in the add-on preferences. So you will have Better Pie menu here, you will have the Keymaps, and you can tape modifier, like that. You will have modal operators and the toggle modifier here. Okay. Just to show you on the Keymaps, let's remove this one, like that. I added some categories for the pop-ups, for the operators, the pie menus, and the UV pie menus. Okay. You will see only those are who are enabled if you activate this. As you can see, I'm not using the toggle editors here because I'm using it with the toggle editor add-on here. This is the same code, but it's a separate add-on if you just want the toggle editor. I use it a lot. And also I added the show modified key if you edited some keys. Right now those ones are modified because they are not active, and as you can see, I don't change the keys of the add-on, but if you do, you can see only the modified keys and only the enabled keys, like that. Okay, and this is toggle editor, same for that. Up, let's do this. Okay, let's continue. What I did was also to edit the Modifier Popup, and as you can see, it's pretty different from the previous version. You can use the previous version here. I changed the UI to make it cleaner like that, but this is the same as the previous version, as you can see. Okay, I added a list here, so like that you can see one modifier like that. Okay, so this is nice. This is that will take less space, and you can concentrate on only one modifier. This other view is interesting if you want to have 2 or 3 modifiers visible only, like that. So that's why I kept it. Okay, I like the list view because it's cleaner, but you have the basic view too, so you have both worlds. I also added this as a request. This is to add modifiers. For example, if I want to add an array, I will add an array. Okay, I can get rid of this array. I can also add a normal smooth by angle, and I can put this one to last. You will have the icon here, pin to last, for the smooth by angle. So let's see if I remove the subdivision and I add another one, bam, I will have my other modifier at the last. So this is nice. And to change this, you go in the preferences of the add-on, option, at the bottom, just to show you, you will have modifier settings. You can activate to see the modifiers, just to show you, like that. This is the same button. Okay. And for the mesh, it's not only the mesh, it's for font, curves, etc., but I added this name. You can set the modifiers you want. For example, I want, let's see, a lattice, I want a collision, and I will have those ones here. Okay, so if I remove them, I will have only the one I want. I can add a subdivision to add this. Okay, so it's up to you to add the one you want. I did this for grease pencil and the curves modifier. I will show you this. So for the grease pencil, let's add a basic monkey. let's move it here. Let's change the viewport to material. And for the grease pencil, as you can see, I have mirror, etc. So if you add some modifiers like that, okay, let's add an array just to show you. Okay, I will have my array here. You will have this. So it will work as intended, and like that you have all you need. In fact, I don't need this. I can work in full screen as I want. Okay, so if I want to remove the color, I will not have the color here. So for the, let's open, I have some startup scene up. Let's use this one. Let's open it just to show you. Up. For the hair curves, let's show the overlays. Hopla. I click on the wrong key. You will have this. This is the same as previously, okay? In the preferences of the add-on, up, for the curves modifiers. As you can see, I added all of this. If I want to remove, for example, the braid and curl, I can, curl, braid, and I will have something like that, okay? You can hide this. You will have the basic view 2, and the list view, like that, interpolate. On some modifiers, I added some options, I will show you this later. But for the modifiers, as you can see, with this you have something cleaner, and you can work like that. Let's get rid of this one. Let's continue and press A for the selection pie menu. On this one, I made some changes. The big one will be the object list here. So you will have object list and sort selection, okay? So in the object list, that will list all the visible objects in the scene. That will not replace the outliner. This is just to select really fast the visible object, okay? That means you can filter the object like that. I have one camera, I have some empties, I have some light and some meshes. If I deselect everything, I will have the every, as you can see, up, object in the scene visible. I can do something like that, select all. I can also just do this and select all. That will deselect the previous selection and only select the filtered object. Okay? So like that I can do this, and that will select all the objects in the list. So like that, this is nice. You can also tape something up to have up the object with the search. Okay. You have also this one to search. You can flip the list, but I don't choose it. Okay, so let's continue. If an object is not, if this icon is not activated, this is the same as here, you will not be able to select the object. That's why I added the icon, so like that you can do this. If you select an object, you can click, that will select the collection. Okay, select grouped collection. And this is the visible object collection. So I have the same object in both collections here. That's why it selected all the objects visible. Okay. So let's deselect everything. If I have some parents, as you can see, I don't have anything here. The king ping, let's press king, yes. This was Let's select this one. I can select the connected. So if I come here, logically, I will have my object, and as you can see, it selected all the hierarchy. Okay, so this is also nice like that. Okay, so that's it for the visible object. After that, you will have the store selection, and in this one, as you can see, I have an empty selection. I can get rid of this one. Okay, I can select the lights and the empties. I will select all of this. In fact, I could have selected just, for example, this one and select this, because all those ones are in the same object, okay, are parented. And what I can do is store this selection. So let's name it 2-point L, lighting, light, like that. Okay. And you will, if I deselect it, be able to select it once again like that. Okay. So let's see, I will select this, I will select the hierarchy. So as you can see on this one, I added the parent selection here. So Control Shift, that will select all the hierarchy of this one. So I have this, run here. If I come here, as you can see, all those ones are connected. So what I can do is to add a new selection. So let's name it wheel 1, like that. And now I can select this or select this one. Okay, so it's up to you to create as many selections as you want. And you can remove objects from the selection, like that, if I remove those objects. Okay, and you can add those objects or some other object to this selection. Click on the little plus, and now if I select this and that, as you can see, I will have my selection. Okay, so let's remove this one. Let's select the hierarchy once again, up, and if I press this, that will fix this one for my selection. Okay, so like that you have a store selection. This is the same, you have the store view. For example, if I want to store this view, if I want to come here, up, Shift Z, store view, as you can see, like that. Maybe it could be nice to store the view with the shading, for example, if on this one I'm like that, to keep this like that. If, for example, I am in EV, etc. I will see. This is a possibility, but right now, this is just a store view. Same when you will have your camera. So, for example, I can come here, just select my camera, up, shift click to be sure to have this one selected. I have this store camera views. I can do this. No, I need to go back to my camera, up, like that. I can click here to select my camera to store view, and like that I have different views. Okay, so this store part in Better Pie menu, as you can see, are nice. Okay, so that's it for this object list and start selection. So let's go back to the parent selection here. So as you can see, if you click, you will select the parent. So that means if I select this one, logically, I click, it will select the parent, like that. Okay. If you shift click, that will select the last parent. That means if you have some object, let's add a cube, a basic cube, just to show you. Let's move it here. Let's duplicate. Okay. Let's select all of those ones. Control P, keep transform. Those ones. Control P, keep transform. Up. Okay. Normally, if I move this one, everything will follow. Okay. I can do this also. Hopla, my bad. Control P, keep transform. So like that, I can move this one. Okay, so what I did was that if you click, that will select the parent, so you can go this. If you shift click, that will select the last parent. If you control shift, that will select the hierarchy completely. If you select this one, if you press control and click, that will select the children. Okay, and if you activate the rodo last, you can extend the children or not. And that will be the same, for example, for the parents, up, rodo last, extend or not. Okay, so I made several actions and kept the rodo last part. So you can also select the hierarchy if you want, etc. Okay, so as you can see, this is nice. Up. Just to finish for the selection pie menu, in the grouped selection, I added this parent, last parent hierarchy children, immediate children. So in fact I added the last parent, I think, and it was hierarchy 2. And that's it for this pie. Okay, let's continue. If you go on the website of the add-on, if you scroll down, you will have the changelogs. Okay, so let's see those two changelogs. Most of the things we already saw. So for example, the toggle modifier, the search keymaps, etc. Last parent and hierarchy in the select grouped menu. Okay. The shift click to select different cameras when you are in this mode. Here, if you shift click, as you can see, right now I have only one camera, so shift A, camera click, okay, shift click, and I can set a different camera, or I can exit the camera. So we saw this previously. Let's exit. Okay. Edited the 3D view area pie menu to go, yes, it's done. Added an ambient occlusion node, it's done. Merge the orientation and pivot point in the same pie menu, same. Added a fast set pie menu in sculpt mode. So if I select this object, if I go in sculpt mode, Alt W, I will have this fast set menu like that, basic. All of these are for the curves, we will saw this after. Added a selection menu and store, we saw this. So, I added an option on the frame selection button in your array and mirror modifier. So, this one, I will just show you. Let's get rid of this part here. So, let's add a circular array, like that. Oopla, my bad, go back to the array. Okay, let's add, I will use, for example, an icosphere. Let's move it here. Let's add a mirror. I will select this object as reference. Okay, so with the toggle modifier, as you can see, I can hide the modifiers. So if I come here, control space, I will have this frame selected. If I press shift, I will have that. It will not take into account the mirror. You can have a lot of modifiers, it will just not take the mirror into account. So just like that, bam. Same for this one, click, up, shift click. Okay, so this is nice. After that, I added an option to the local view button to frame selected and remove from local view without a E. Here, I need to remove this. So, if, let's see, you call the local view, you will have this, okay? Nice. And if you press shift, you will have that. It will zoom to see the entire object. And let's exit it. If you have, I can duplicate this one just to show you. If you have several objects, you go in local view. If you press Ctrl, you will remove the object from the local view, like that, and you will have only the selected object in the local view. Okay, so you can do the same here, up, or let's remove this one, Ctrl, bam. Easy peasy. Let's continue. I did object wireframe on the viewport wireframe button. Okay, so let's continue with this one. I can get rid of all of this. If, let's see, I have this. So I just added this, in fact, because sometimes I need to come here, object shading, activate wireframe. And this is nice. I have some possibilities. I can add colors, rotopology in front, etc. So this is nice. But I want to be fast. So I can activate the viewport wireframe, and I can just, like that, activate the object wireframe. So imagine you have several objects, like that. You can, if you want, you can add the object wireframe, and with Shift and Control you will remove it. I made this because sometimes you will have some object with the wireframe and you want to add or remove on the selection entirely. Okay, so just like that, Shift and Control, and just click to do this. Okay, if you put your mouse on it, you will have this. So you can check on every button in the add-on. Most of the time I will use Control Shift, Control plus Shift, and at the last resort Alt, because when you use emulate 3 button, you cannot use Alt on the button. Alt will give me this, as you can see, up, but Control Shift was already used, so okay, so some people will not be able to use Alt, so that's why I try to not use it at all. Let's continue. Updated the toggle modifier, okay. Remove the bevel from when you create, okay. So this one is, let's add a simple cube, like that. Let's go on our cube. So previously, when I call the smart menu and press Shift to use the modal for the bevel hair, it will add a bevel modifier, but this is not what you want most of the time. This tool is just to add and remove with control. Click add, control remove, as you can see, and Shift, that will be edit, like that, and control Shift click select all. Okay, so let's see if I add like that. Up, Control Shift click, it will select only the one I want. Same with the crease. So this one, that will be the same. Select, etc. So this is the same tool with all of this, and I can get rid of the selected or everyone, like that. So, added a smooth brush slider in the sculpt brushes. So, you need to activate the smooth brush at least once, because this is a Blender limitation. When you go in sculpt mode, you need to initialize a brush by selecting it. You can come here, for example, do this, select it, and when you will, for example, enter a value, a specific value, let's enter this, when you will be in another brush, like that, you will have this here, smooth brush strength. So like that, you don't need to go in the smooth brush, change the value, change the brush to be able to smooth your object. You can directly change the value of the smooth brush strength. Okay. So, and take into account, like I said, you need to activate at least once the smooth brush itself. And this is a Blender limitation, sadly. So this is a modal to change this. This is Control and middle mouse button. I don't know if I show you this previously. Like that. Let's continue. So added the show enabled and show modified keys in the Keymaps, we saw this. Added categories in the Keymaps, we saw that too. Added select collection and hierarchy in the select visible object list. Okay, so yes, this one is just this. When you call this, you will have this to select. For example, if I select this one, I can select the hierarchy directly like that. Okay, so this is nice. Up. Well, everything is connected, so, and you can select the collection too, like that. Updated I once again updated the curves and air preset. Added favorite for modifiers, so we saw this. Added list view for the modifier pop-up, we saw that, and the autofocus for camera, we saw that too. Okay, so we will be able to see what I did with the air curves. I should rename this curve air curves. Let's see the curve parts. So as you can see, I have the scalp here. On this scalp, I have some vertex group, like that. Okay, I can go and add some vertex group, and I can edit the vertex group. So if I check, I will select my vertex group, like that, and I will work on it. For example, I will edit this one like that, and that's it. Spacebar will show the brushes, and W will show the active tools, those tools here. Okay, like that. Let's go in object mode, let's exit the local view. So I have my scalp selected. I will press Shift A, and I will have air curves here. I will have some presets. Okay, so as you can see, you will have different information about the presets, like that. okay, etc. So, short hair empty. With this one, it will create a curve, an object curve, and you will have to add yourself the curve. That means I will click on it, like that. I will first call the rhodolast, like that, and I will choose the density vertex group, okay? I can edit some settings here. I will activate the mirror modifier and I will click, and as you can see, it took into account my vertex group density and it created the hair, like that, okay? So I'm in automatically sculpt mode and with the add brush. So if I do this, like that, I can show this just to show you, hop, 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 hop. Okay, so this workflow, like I said, is to add yourself the curves, because sometimes, personally, I like that, to have less curves, and after that, add more when it's necessary, okay? So it's really up to you, up, like that, as you can see. Let's add up some hair, okay? It's really up to you to do whatever you want. At this point, you can use the grow shrink. You can activate the projected hair, and for example, I will enter a value 0.3 minimum, and I will do this, okay, like that, up, this is just to show you, up, like that. Okay, so you have this. So when you are in object mode, just to show you, you will have the smart menu hair. You can hide the hair curve with this. The shortcut is Ctrl-Shift-Q. And let's activate the screencast key. I forgot to activate it. Donc Ctrl-Shift-Q to do this. And that will give you the same result. In fact, in sculpt mode, you will have it like that, and in edit mode, you will have it too. Okay? So, in object mode, you can edit the hair. You can choose strand or strip. You can add additional subdivisions. That's it. If you are using, for example, EV or cycle, so let's activate EV, up. Cycle, my bad, you will have different settings, okay? So let's go back with this and let's activate EV. So let's continue. Like I showed you, if you are in edit mode, I can hide all of this. I will have some settings here to edit the segments, the curves. Your subdivide, switch direction, duplicate, delete, etc. Imagine you have this one, so let's select it. Let's get rid of it. I want to select this one and I want to make a mirror. So I added a symmetrize curves. I will click and it will symmetrize the curve here. Okay. After that, with the curve selection pie menu, you can select all the curves like that and continue to add some curves, to edit, to do whatever you want. Okay. So in Sculpt, you will have the smart menu here. You will have the brush fall off, some options, projection, etc, etc. In object mode, you will have this. In edit mode, you will have that. Okay, so it's up to you to do whatever you want. After that, you will have the modifier pop-up. As you can see, I have my favorite modifiers here. I have the list view for the modifier. You can not use it if you want. It's up to you. Like that. In the interpolate, for example, you can edit all the curves. And for example, just to show you, once I added enough curves, I made some changes. I want now to update the number of curves. Okay, so I will show this one. Up, my bad. I will decrease the viewport amount. Let's see, like that, should be nice. And I will click on update hair density, like that. And now, if I select the curves, as you can see, all the curves are now the git curves. Okay? So if, let's see, oh my bad, I go back to this one, I will show it, I will update the viewport amount, and as you can see, I can increase the density 20, like that, and I will have the guide. So with this tool, I can edit the hair density every time I want, so this is nice. Okay, so that's it for the short hair, so we can name it short hair or else I can also delete it. That will be the same with the long hair. So I will click. I can, as you can see, I don't have, no, it was not, it was this one. I will have some settings. On this one, I don't have the density mask. I can directly click, and as you can see, I have long hair now. I can go in the comb brush, and I can edit my long hair. So let's make something like that. Okay, so this is nice. Can go back to the add. I can, if I want, edit the options. I can copy the length and the shape, like that. And I will click, let's see, hair, and that's it. I can use the select brush, use the comb brush to edit my curve. And as you can see, this is easy peasy. Select everything, like that. And this preset is to create some long hair like that. Okay, nothing complicated. Let's get rid of this one. After that, I will have the hair. So I will add some hair like that. I will call the Redolast menu. And on this one, I can change some settings. For example, I can change the length. Hoopla. I can change the density, 5. I can change the viewport amount, I can choose the density mask, and if I have enough git curves right now, I can directly convert them. I can also add some modifiers and convert them to hair guide. And as you can see now, I will add everything. All of those ones are my hair guides. Okay, so that means I can go in the grow shrink, I can use the same settings, I can activate the I can disable the overlays, I can activate this, and I can start up editing my hair like that, if I want to make something like that. Okay, so this is just to show you, up, like that, okay. And after that, I can use the comb brush, up, I can edit the brushes as I want. Okay, this is just to show you that it's pretty easy to do whatever you want. So let's edit all of this up. Like that. So you can add some modifiers, my bad. For example, let's add a noise modifier, like that. So I will have my noise, I can edit all of this if I want. I can change the interpolation, I can edit it. I can, I have the curve profile, I can change it to 0.01, like that. And after that, let's increase to 50, like that, to see the results. Okay, so this is ugly, but this is just to show you. On the noise, I can, for example, for the factor, I can use the clump brush, clump vertex group. So as you can see, I will have only the noise where I want. So that means I can edit the distance once again. And that's it. This is just to show you. You can do whatever you want. Okay, if, let's see, I'm using the group, I will have something more like that. Okay, so as you can see with this workflow, this is pretty easy to do whatever you want. And that's it for the so let's get rid of this one. Hop, like that. After that, you will have the fur. So this one is basic. This is a fur. that will use the same settings as the hair. I will do this. I will not convert it. I don't want to convert it. I will add a freeze. I will add a noise. I will add a trim. Okay. And that's it. Okay. If I check, I will have the generate. And on this one, I can increase the value. Let's use 20. And I have this. Okay. Easy peasy. And after that, let's select the this one. I want to add some eyelashes, so I will click on eyelashes, like that, and I will just click hair. And as you can see, I already have everything. I just have to comb my eyelash, like that, up, up, and that's it. After that, I can go on the add menu, add button. I can click hair. I can edit, I can use the smooth. Hop, let's increase the size of the smooth brush, like that. Okay, so I can, oopla, my bad, I needed to activate this one. You can add some eyelashes like that, and after that, once you have the one you want, you can add more, like that, to have exactly what you want. Okay, this is just an example to show you. So, with this, you will be able to add eyelashes pretty easily. The last one will be the empty. So this one is if you want to use nodes. So I will click. I will call the geometry node, and on this one, hop, I can let's press generate. Okay, let's click. Let's select the scalp for this one. Okay. So you will have this result. I can profile, curve profile, like that, 0.03. I can use 0 for this to work on my curves, etc. So this one is to create the curves directly in the geometry node editor. Like that. You can remove the geometry node if you want and show it with the toggle editor. Okay. So one thing I forgot to show you is that I will select the scalp on the long hair. I will add my long hair. You will also on the duplicate have the update hair density. Okay, to update the number of the hair density. So that's it for the hair curves, and I think that's it for this update of Better Pie menu. I forgot one thing in fact. Let's add hair, up, on this one. Okay, and as you can see, I updated, let's use the red one, up, the material for those hair. So I will, this is a Blender workflow, things that this one, to have to wait a little bit. Let's go in material EV, up, let's edit this one, up, like that. I can increase the generated hair, so let's enter 30, like that. Okay, so I added some presets. It's not new, but I updated those presets. Like that. I have the fur one up. Okay. And as you can see, you will have some ramp here for the color. And this one is for the random color. Okay. So, this is funny. I can, for example, just to show you, you can see the color here. This is the fur shader. As you can see, this is not completely same color. You will have the settings here, the ramp, and the color. So if, my bad, I'm using, for example, the blonde hair, I will have this. As you can see, I have some different shade for the color. Okay, so just to show you, let's get rid of this one. Up, let's add a long hair. Let's click. Let's edit it. Up, 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 like that. Okay, on this one, let's add, I will add a fur just to show you that I will have something different. Let's edit in fact, it was there for the profile. The profile, like that, 0.5, like that, and let's increase the amount of all of this. And in fact, I forgot to show you more than one thing. So on this one, I can change the colors. So I can use something, for example, black hair. I can use something really shady like that. Up. I can copy this one, Control C, select this one, Control V. And on this one, up, I can use something, let's see, like that. So as you can see, you can edit, I select the wrong one, I'm too fast. You can edit the colors of your hair as you want with those presets. Okay? So this is nice, you can do whatever you want. Up. Okay. And one thing I forgot to show you is that on the Smart menu, you will have the fast modifier settings. So this one is to edit as fast as possible the modifiers. I added only the necessary settings. For example, this is for the profile. This is for the duplicate hair curve. You can change the amount. You can change the radius, like that. You can update. This is for the clump, like that. You can use existing guide, or you can change the distance to have several guides, like that. Okay? You can change some settings. So I added only the necessary settings to edit the curves. For example, for the clamp or else, you can use a mask, and I don't have a density mask on this one, but you can add the mask you want. Okay, so this is to edit as fast as possible, to not have to select everything like that. You have all you need directly here, and with only the settings you want. So that's it. And that's it for the update of this version of Better Pie Menu. I hope you will like it. See you later for another video.